Alright, what's going on guys? Back with another video, and in today's video we're going to be giving you top 5 best meme coin trading tips. These aren't even tips, to be fair. These are going to be commandments, because these are things you are going to have to know / do if you want to be a successful meme coin trader. And in the background of this video is just going to be some mad Fortnite clips, because I know you lot have got very short attention spans, and also I don't really need to show you any examples or anything on Axiom or anything. So yeah, that's just a bit of entertainment. But without further ado, let's get into this. So, meme coin trading tip number 1, trade with people, preferably 2 to 5. I think anything more than 5 people is just loud, and you can't really concentrate too much. But why do you need to trade with people? Trading with people, they can see stuff that you can't see. Also, they can give you call outs. For example, say if you're scanning a coin, I don't know, moon coin or whatever, they might have a look and be like, oh well, that coin's alright, but it's got 40% holders or something, so that is kind of a scam, and you would have bought that coin and you would have been rugged. Also, they can give call outs as well. There's been so many times where I've just been chilling, not even focused on the markets, but just in a chat, and someone said, go and check out, I don't know, pimp coin or whatever, and then I've bought it. Well, obviously I've done my research, I bought it, and then it's went on to be a runner. You know what I mean? Very, very, very needed. And also, if you look at it like this, yeah, the more people focused on one goal, the quicker and more easier it is to reach that goal. The World Cup wasn't won by just Lionel Messi. It was won by Lionel Messi and a very good team. Say if it was just Lionel Messi and a bunch of rubbish players, he probably wouldn't have won, or if he was just by himself. So yeah, trading with other people, very, very important. And you're probably asking, how do I trade with people? Join groups, telegrams, discords, just get involved in the community, message, people aren't just going to speak to you. You have to actually go and speak to people. And speaking of a community, feel free to join my Discord community down in the description box below. We got some good traders in there, I can't lie. However, it is still in the early stages at the moment, so we haven't got mad amounts of people in there, but after a couple months or so, we're gonna have a lot more. So yeah, join that down in the description box below. Alright, tip number 2, a very important tip as well, yeah. Under no circumstances do you trade with more than 10% of your account, yeah. I do not care. This annoys me so much when I see people full put in their accounts and then it just crashes. You know what I mean? It's just dumb. You know what I mean? I know you want to make money, but in the same sentence, you want to sorry, I just see a coin and it's absolutely flying. What was I gonna say? Yeah, you just don't want to risk that. You do not want to risk that. There's always going to be coins to make a lot of money on, etc, etc. You don't want to full put your account and then it drops 50% and now you're 50% down in your whole entire portfolio. Plus it builds a healthy routine, because say if you trade, I don't know, with like 2% of your account and then it does a fucking 10x or something, and then you trade with, I don't know, 70% of your account and then you do a minus 50%. You know what I mean? It's just a long day, and yeah, you need to be very, very disciplined when it comes to preserving your portfolio. And I think anyone trading above 10% of their whole entire account is a bit deluded, and they're probably not a good trader. So for example, if you've got 1 soul in your account, you should be trading 0.1, but even in that, I probably wouldn't even want to trade 0.1. I would probably trade 0.05, but that's just my opinion. Alright, meme coin trading tip number 3, learn how to identify scam coins. Yeah, this is crucial, so crucial in your meme coin trading journey, yeah, because it's all well and good being able to identify, the runners, very good narratives, yeah. But if you cannot identify the scam coins, it's going to rinse your account so quickly. And making money is just as important as protecting your money. You know what I mean? You need to protect your funds. You need to, be very, very cautious when investing into coins. I've seen so many people think, oh yeah, it's the Drake coin, and then they buy it and then they just get minus 90% within one candle. You know what I mean? You need to do your checks when you just need to learn how to identify a scam coin. Yeah, period. All right, moving on to the meme coin trading tip number 4 is spend money to learn. Yeah, so many people think, oh, I'm just going to watch a couple YouTube videos and I'm going to be a profitable trader. It does not work like that. Okay, I promise you now. Clear example, like say if you want to become like a better boxer or something, yeah, you're not just going to watch YouTube videos and just become a really good boxer. You know what I mean? You are going to go to a class, even pay like one-to-one sessions or whatever, but you are going to pay someone some money to teach you how to box. Yeah, they're going to teach you not what to do, iron out all of your bad habits and stuff. You know what I mean? Like Floyd Mayweather wasn't Floyd Mayweather because he watched some YouTube videos and practiced in his room by himself. You know what I mean? You need people around you. You need someone. You need a sensei. You know what I mean? You need someone to sit you down and basically, you know, talk you and teach you how to actually become a successful trader. And why does this work? You'll learn 10 times faster. You know what I mean? All of the mistakes that you are going to make, you'll probably make once, maybe even twice, but they'll be ironed out quick time. And also another benefit, you are definitely going to be saving money, yeah, because if you don't pay to learn how to trade, etc., you're just going to give all that money away to the market, because you're going to be losing near enough every single trade because you don't know how to trade. So you might as well give that money to someone to be able to teach you how to trade, so you can make money and not lose any more money. And another benefit is you'll probably be more locked in, yeah, because you've actually bought something, you've actually spent your money. Clear example, you buy like a gym membership and you're thinking, rah, I kind of have to use this now because I've just spent money on it. You know what I mean? You've spent money on it, which equals a bit of investment. You know what I mean? You actually need to not get serious about it, but you know, there's a level of, you know, you're just not a normie anymore. You know what I mean? You're actually kind of, you got 2 feet in the game now, you know? And that actually brings me to my one-to-one service. For £35 per hour, I'll actually teach you how to trade. I'll basically go over what your sort of trading setup is. I'll neaten out, you know, your settings. Basically, I'll give you everything that I know when it comes to trading, and I'll basically assist you in how to become a better trader. And like I said, in this game, you need to spend money to kind of make money. You know what I mean? That is just simple. And also, you know, like I want to like be able to help people, you know, become successful traders, because that's what I like. You know what I mean? I like to help individuals and all that good stuff. And also on top of that, it's £35. Like I'm not charging like an arm and a leg for an hour of my time. You know what I mean? But yeah, if you are interested, just email me down below, and obviously we can jump on a call and we can have a discussion and all that good stuff. My email is down in the description box. Also join the Discord server again. And yeah, moving on to the last tip. All right, so the final tip, and also make sure you subscribe, yeah, because I'm probably going to do another one of these videos because I've got tips on top of tips. Pause. But anyway, yeah, the last tip, this ain't even a tip, yeah, this is something you have to do, and this is probably one of the most important tips as well, yeah, is do not under any circumstances top blast. Yeah, do not top blast. And to be fair, I have fallen victim to a top blast before, multiple, and yes, they sometimes work, yeah, but this is why you don't want them to work, yeah. For the simple fact is, when they do work, you're building up a subconscious habit on doing it again, because you think, oh well, it worked last time, so I'm gonna do it again this time. And I promise you now, 80% of the time, yeah, it never like you never buy in and then it just goes up forever. It'll probably go up a little bit and then it will tank 40%, and that's when you should have bought in. But you're just so quick to buy in because you're scared that it's gonna run away, when in actual fact, you know what I mean, if you would have waited a minute or two, you probably would have got a better entry and you probably would have made some more money. And yeah, I just cannot stress that enough, yeah. When you top blast, it's so bad. It's just such a bad habit, yeah, because you're just conditioning yourself to top blast all the time, and it rarely ever works. And when it does work, like I said, you're just conditioning yourself to be a top blaster, and you know what I mean, it just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. So yeah, stop that under any circumstances. Do not top blast. But yeah, if you do like the tips, please leave a like. Obviously, I'm trying to grow this YouTube channel. You know, please leave a like, comment on, and also subscribe. And until next time, it's been your boy. I'm out.